But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, what's up?
Whoa, you look fake.
I'm real.
Look. Oh.
Hey, what's going on? What are you guys doing?
Laying on the floor.
Nice. How is that going so far?
Great. You're famous. I can tell. Yeah, I know.
Can I do a freestyle rap for you guys?
Oh, yes. For sure.
Oh, okay, dope. But I need like 3 random challenging words from you to inspire my freestyle. Not basic words. Like
exquisite.
Exquisite. Nice.
Probable.
Probable?
No. Indescribable.
Oh, indescribable. Exquisite, indescribable. So the thing is, they all kind of mean a similar thing. So let me get like an oddball word, like a random word.
Atrocious.
Atrocious. Exquisite, indescribable, atrocious. You ready?
Yeah.
Rappers just talking, I live it. I guess that's the difference. All of my bars are exquisite. I do it different. Y'all know I'm coming in fresher. Every time that I rap off the top, I put the whole game under pressure. Yeah, y'all know I'm here at your service. I am exquisite, my lyrics are perfect. When I be rapping, I'm making them nervous. Every Mac, y'all know I win, I deserve this. Hey. I get the prize that I need, ayy. I get you lifted like weed, ayy. I'm about to kill it indeed, They love the way that I cipher, bro. All of my bars indescribable. Y'all know I spit till my last breath of living. Y'all cannot give this shit here definition, I be the visionary, yeah, my bars is out of the dictionary. Y'all can get with Harry, y'all can see me shining. Every time I'm rapping, y'all can see me rhyming. You can see we blinded, we got too many watts, ayy. I'm dropping all of my thoughts, ayy. I'm indescribable, I am incredible, I am exquisite, don't stop, ayy. I am the greatest, said I am the dopest, said I am the illest, said I am the realest, said I am the truest, said I am the coldest, said I am the chillest, said I am the rawest, said I am the freshest. Yeah, got a lot of synonyms. Hey, sweeter than the cinnamon. All competitions, we be winning them. Saying on the mission, never slipping. Every time that I be grabbing on the mic, you know I'm ripping. I got everybody tripping, and you know you gotta face this. Chill to the girl with 100 different bracelets. Yeah, and you know I feel the mellow. All up on your wrist, I can see you got the yellow. On the other wrist, I can see you got the pink. I'ma have you tripping like when you drink. I get wet, kinda like a sink. I come off at the top of the mind. I spit shit that be way too divine. I blow your mind every time that I rhyme. I told you these bars that I kick be the grossest. Hey, for these rappers in the game, dog, it's hopeless. Hey, I'm the sickest off the tip, I think you know this. Hold up, I compose this funky magnum opus, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Hey, all these rappers don't know how to focus. Hey, they can't hang if they hanging where the ropes is. All of that was just a setup for atrocious. I'm disgusting. Check out the way that I'm busting. Rappers, they know I'ma crush them. Then I'ma go ahead and flush them. All down the drain, man, I spit it insane. When I'm on it, you know I be doing the most. All of these lyrics and all of these flows, you know they atrocious, you know that they gross, you know that I'm ballin', I've never been falling, I'm standing way tall when I'm up in the zone. Every Mac, y'all know I really get loose when I'm kicking these lyrics like right off the dome. Yeah, and you know that I'm all up in this here rapping place. Shout to the girl with the bracelets, but to your friend, I can't even see half your face. I be spitting that flare. Only thing I can see now is your hair. Y'all know I'm spitting with passion. When I call you out, man, you know I got you laughing. H-Mac, man, I came to explore. I was like, what's up? They like laying on the floor. I was like, cool, tell me how is that going? Now I'm the MC that you all knowin'. It was like, it'd be fine so far, but we kinda like to hear some bars. I was like, yo, give me them words, but no basic ones. You know I leave you in amazement, son. I said when I kick bars off this, I'm delivering the flames. We had to come through with atrocious. The first word was kinda the same. It was exquisite and indescribable. Two things you could say about me. I'ma keep it serious until I'm delirious. You know I don't play with these frees. Matt got hold it down, giving me the golden crown. All throughout the planet, man, my people know the sound. Let's go. Thank you.
That was good. That was so good.
You hit that, no cap.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you guys for those.
Yo, gadgets, good to see you. Good to see. Oh, I've got a background up. Oh, well, never mind. I think I put up on Flaxes yesterday. That's probably why. Good to see you. Make sure there's nobody in there. Right, cool. No, all good. All good. Bless you guys. Good to see you all. Kunal, Baza, Jimenez. I think that's it. There's 6 watching, but there's a few in chat. Anyway, by the way, yeah, this testimony, I've just realized it's an hour and 20 long, so I'll probably have to do it in 2 parts. I'll probably do 40 minutes tonight, and I'll do 40 minutes tomorrow or whatever. If I stream tomorrow, if not, it'll be Tuesday afternoon. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it in 2 parts. Then obviously we've got an episode of Black Mirror, and it's an hour and 20 long, like a movie. So then we'll just do 1 episode. And that movie that Kunal mentioned, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I'm going to do that one, sort of thing. So let's start off with Jimenez, as usual. Jimenez and the Moon. Jimmy Boy and the Moon. Excellent. I need to do that. Get the chat up. Tall. Groovy. Groove Rider. And the Moon. Out. Nice, Jim. Germanus. How you doing, Chris? You good?
Yeah, man.
Good. Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Yeah, I slept a little bit today and I just waking up again.
Got ya.
So
Bless you, dude. There you go. People watching the replay. Germanus's link. If you want to go sub. Right, let's do it. I didn't realize how long this testimony was. It's an hour and 20, guys. I think I already did tell you. But I'll do half of it tonight and half of it tomorrow, either tomorrow or Tuesday, because an hour and 20 is a fair lot to get through at this time of night. At nearly 20. And I was late. I fell asleep. And I woke up and it was 11:05. I was like, shit, I was meant to start 5 minutes ago. So sorry about that. But yeah, we'll get half of it done today and half tomorrow or next day. So let's get it up. Let's get it up. It's a woman called Heidi Luv. And it's on that Almost False channel. Testimony. And I take it she used to be with used to be a Mormon, Latter-day Saints, secret rituals of the LDS temple. So let's see what she got to say. Let's see what she.
All the religious groups who claim to be Christian, the LDS Church, formerly known as the Mormon Church, is the only one who uses temples.
Let me just see how long it is. Yeah, it's an hour and 20, so we'll have to do half at 10.
Out of all the religious groups who claim to be Christian, the LDS Church, formerly known as the Mormon Church, is the only one who uses temples. Why is that? And why are they forbidden to talk about what happens in there? What are they trying to hide? Is there anything nefarious?
Exactly. The Bible says nothing like that should be secret, you know. Secret stuff comes to light. You know, the darkness comes to light. So, you know, whatever they're hiding comes to light, doesn't it? And it's obviously not of Christ, even though they use Christ.
Is going on, or could there be a more simple explanation? All that I know is that secrets like these can be held forever. So I spoke to someone who went to the temple, and she talked about everything that she saw in there, and it was definitely not what she had been expecting as a young Mormon.
Yeah, here we go. Heidi Luv.
Hello and welcome back to the Almost False podcast, where I interview regular people with incredible stories. Today, I had the privilege.
Again, there's a lot of people who do testimonies on his channel. I think are very credible, but there's some also that I think they're made up. Not that he knows, not that it's his fault, but I do think his discernment lacks sometimes when it comes to some of the stories he gets, because there's certainly some true testimonies come through his channel, but I have seen some that are very dubious, you know.
Talk to someone who grew up in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Most people will know their members as Mormons, but now they prefer to go by Latter-day Saints or LDS for short. We used both terms interchangeably in the interview.
Yeah, we do use both terms interchangeably, but I was told by who was it? Greg, that used to come to my Rumble, and he said, yeah, they don't like to be called Mormons anymore. It's people, Latter-day Saints, basically, rather than Mormons. Apparently, Mormon is very ignorant.
But I want to make clear that we don't intend to offend anyone by using that terminology. It's just what it was back then, and it's still what most people outside of the religion know it as.
Absolutely.
With that said, Heidi explained what her life looked like as a Mormon in the 80s and 90s, but we spent most of our time talking about what happens inside the temples, which are the bedrock of the LDS religion. You might be wondering why she's talking about it if she's not supposed to. You'll find out. But before we get there, I wanted to set the stage and explain how important.
Well, has she come to Christ after that? That's what my hope is.
Her faith was to her, even as a young girl, because it has a big role to play in what happened later on in her life.
Yes. So by the age of 12, all of this chaos has come to a very big head, and the parents got a divorce.
I just want to see what that is behind me. Yeah. History of the church. Oh, history of the church. Okay.
My mom ended up moving back to Utah, and my mom was not coping.
Utah Saints. That's what it seems to be happening when it comes to the Mormons, doesn't it? Utah.
Well with every.
Sorry, Chris, was you going to say something?
Oh, just Utah, Salt Lake City. That's where they originally settled.
Yeah,
The founder of the Mormon Church.
yeah, absolutely.
everything that was going on. And I ended up having to go with my grandma, and I became a ward of the court at about 13. It was between 12 and 13. And so my grandma, remember, she's like,
No problems, Jim. You're always welcome, bro. Always welcome. Your subs is fairly going up. Mine just kind of going down. You know, well, it went up 1 since yesterday, but it went down 7 in the past few days.
like the age of a normal parent at this point because they got married so young. I mean, my mom's only 19 years older than me, and my grandma's only 15 years older than my mom. So this is not like an old grandma when
no,
people think of that.
That's quite common, I suppose. I know people who are parents at 16, even 15. I knew that.
I'm
I
trying to
don't think
get 20 more. I need 20 more subscribers so I can go live on mobile. I think I could do it on my laptop.
You can go. Hold on. it used to be 50 you need for your mobile. I don't think you need that anymore. I think you can just go live. Let me just check.
Oh, really?
I think so. Hold
Really?
on. I
That'd
might
be
be
cool.
wrong.
I have, I think, 30 subscribers. And I've been on here over 8 years on the flatter stuff. I've never reached out like that.
Best way to just, I think the best way to start getting your thing is to start doing lives. If I didn't do lives, I wouldn't get any views at all. I don't think, because my
Well,
videos gets a lot less than my lives. You know.
I could do pre-recordings and upload them maybe. I tried clipping some of Roger's videos. I don't know if he has clipping enabled, but I was gonna do like some stuff like that. I was gonna start trying to add content.
Why not? How many subs do I need on YouTube to go live from? Why don't I just say it from phone? Because it used to be 50. No, you do. You still need 50 to stream from your phone on YouTube. You need at least 50 subscribers. But to unlock monetization. So yeah, from your phone, you need 50. But on PC, you can go live at any point, even with 0 subscribers. On PC. But yeah, put your link in, bro. Put your link in, and if there's anybody here that's not subbed, go sub to I think I'm already subbed. Let me just see. I am.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. I subbed. I think I subbed last week. Yeah, put your link in. Put your link in chat.
Okay, man.
If MD isn't subbed to Chris, go sub to him, guys. He needs 20 more to be able to go live on his phone. Let me go sub with my other channel. I've got a backup channel. Let me go sub with that as well. Switch channels. I'll continue to play this. I'll wait till you put your link in. I'll continue to play this, and I'll go sub with my other channel. It's called PJ Crooker, just so you know.
she was even 50. I don't know. I think she was my age. I think she was like 49 to 50. And I was young. I started attending church with her religiously.
Wow.
Everything became.
I've realized, right? Wow. There's been a few subs to my backup channel. It was on 125 the other day, and it's on 166 now. Whoever subbed to my backup channel, thank you very much, because that's gone up at least. Hold on, yeah, it's gone up at least. For your channel, just 2 secs. Yeah, wow, it's gone up at least 40 subs. How did that happen? Yeah, my main channel is coming down in subs, but my backup channel, where I'm not even really uploading except a few shorts here and there. Wow, I'm getting more views. What? I've got 1.1. Look at this. This makes no sense whatsoever. I've just realized I put a few shorts up on my channel the other day, right? On my backup channel. Right, I'll show you this. Weird. Right, so this is my backup channel. It's got 166 subs, and it must be because of these shorts. I put these shorts on it the other day. One, it says why does it say it's unknown? It's got should have titles to it. There's titles to these, but one of them's got 1.4 thousand views, and I put this up the other day. But on my main channel, this one, let me just see, has got hardly any views. This is weird. Why is my backup channel getting more recognition than my main channel? That's really weird. It's gone up 30 subs because of a few views, because of a few shorts. Right, let me switch back a second. Right, let me just sub to your channel first. Right, you've put it in there. Right, okay, I'll do it from the side. Sub to this channel, right. Sub to Chris from my backup channel.
Yeah, that's one more, man. Switch
Switch accounts to this one, PG Cooker. Right. And I will do it now. So you're on 34 now. You're on 34. You need another 16 all in all.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool. So yeah, that's mad. My backup channel is getting more views for the shorts than my normal channel. Because look, I'll show you on my, let me just go back first. Right, I've subbed to it. Let me go switch back my normal account. Back there. Okay. On this one. Back to, where are you? Switch accounts. Page. Right. Right, so I'll show you this here. Right. Oh, okay. I need to go back to my own channel though. View your channel. Right, you see there I had 1.1 thousand. Right, the same short and on my main channel has got 11 views. 11 views. The same short. Why they're called unknown, I don't know. Because they had titles with them when I uploaded them, but it doesn't matter. It's got 11 views, but on my other channel, on my backup channel, it's got 1.4 thousand views.
It's the algorithm. It's got to be. They got your main one blacklisted. On a heavy
unbelievable. Isn't that bad? Look, honestly, 11 views. You can see it, can't you? 11 views. And I go to PJ Crooker. Let me just change my account again. Just so I know what I'm doing. Just so I'm actually, and I've gone up 30 subs in this account. Right? So it's telling me I'm live there. There you go. Oh no, hold on. Let me go to the channel, view your channel. So yeah, the same shot. 1.4 thousand. This one's got 2.1 thousand, and this one's got 71. 2.1 thousand. Unbelievable. It's really weird, and it's gone up 30 subs. Maybe I need to start uploading to this channel as well, see what happens. I might start going live to this channel and see what happens. Because I used to do it. I did start going live to it before. Look, as you can see, I did do a few lives there. A year ago. Wow. It's been a year since I uploaded to this one, live-wise. But even then, they're only getting 36 views. That's so weird. It's so weird that that's happened. It really is. I'm really surprised at that. Mad. Madness. Weird. Right. And we're back. Oh yeah, I'm sharing my own channel. What am I doing? Right. Remove. Add.
None of her children went through the temple. My uncle became a born again Christian, and he was really.
Yeah, I think it must be, Aaron. I think it must be. It's the algorithm censoring, same as what Chris just said. Oh, hey, good to see you anyway, Aaron. Good to see you. 35 what? What's 35? Oh yeah, 35 subs. It's gone up. Yeah, Chris, I had like 32 subs when PJ promoted my channel. Now I'm on 250. And you get quite a lot of people in your lives sometimes as well. You get quite a lot of views in some of your videos, Aaron. You get more views than I do.
Well, I did notice like Rogers, he's been getting like 300 views after, so that's a good point.
Absolutely, it is. But the thing is with Rogers is because it's flat earth. I don't talk much about flat earth because I do it on Flatses. And also the flat earth, with the flat earth, there comes a lot of trolls. So I don't like, so a lot of, like, half of Roger's viewers are trolls. Do you know what I mean? And they're anti-flat earthers. So I don't allow them in.
Yeah.
So that's partly why I don't get as many in my lives as him anymore. But at one point, I was getting 50 people in my lives. It went up to 60 once when I did some flat earth debate thing, when I was showing the flat earth debate. It just depends. It really just depends. Lately, it's been really low. And even Josh Monday, he's got like 6,000 subs, more than Flats, and he's only getting the same amount of views and people in his chat as me. I get the regulars. I get Baza, I get Aaron, I get you. Well, you now, Jim. I get all the regulars. You know what I mean? But the amount, I used to get a lot more people coming that used to be regular. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, my laptop's been. I had my hard drive. I had to get another hard drive. Now I'm working on the operating system. But for the mobile live, I have a few things like my telescope viewing the sky, and I have a few ideas with it. So I'm trying to get the 50, at least for now anyway, because I'm restricted just to my phone.
Yeah, I get you. So next time I go live, I might add PJ Cooker and see what happens there. I mean, see if anybody new who's been subbing to that channel comes into the lives, because those subs, those 30 subs, have only appeared since I put those shorts there last week. I haven't uploaded to that channel, as you've seen, in a year. So I put those shorts there the other week just for the sake of it. And you see, it's got more views. Loads more views. I mean, 2,000 in one of them compared to my main channel where I've got more subs. Isn't that weird?
That shows the censorship that is pretty powerful. It's a pretty powerful algorithm.
It really does show the censorship, especially when I've got more subs in this channel. It's the same few shorts that I put on this channel. I'll put it on this channel first, then on that channel. And I didn't even check it. I forgot they were there. And it's just then now that I noticed I had more subs on it. I was like, what? I was 120 odd the other day, and it was up to 135, 140 at one point, but it started gradually coming down. But it was on 125 or so the other day. And then it's on 160.
I already know with me, it's not going to be a popularity contest. I'm going to be the very unpopular and blacklisted and hidden. I already know that. I just want to share some of my ideas with people, because there's not many people to talk to in real life about this. I'm like, I'm all by myself.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get it. It's understandable. Oh, by the way, I've got a message from Jaden, guys, from today. Jaden from today, guys, not guys from today. Yeah, he's all right still. I've messaged him back, let you know, are still praying for him and asking for him and stuff. So yeah, he's all good. He's all good. Jaden's still good. Can't wait till he gets out, though. I mean, it's still got to be a couple of years, but he'll be good. He's good. He's doing good in that. He's doing he's certainly keeping up with the Lord's word and all that. Inspired word. And he's got a few of the extra biblical books in there as well. And he's got hold of the Geneva Bible and Enoch. So fair play. He's got reading material anyway.
Really almost scary to me, because he would say crazy things to me that I was like, that can't be true. My grandma would never do that. Like weird things about the temple. And I'm like, no way. And I think he was trying to help me, but it wasn't helpful at that time because I was a kid. And so then my mom was this Jack Mormon, and her oldest son was just in the Navy and not doing any of that stuff. I think he was basically Jack Mormon. And so, my youngest uncle was on Mission Impossible with my grandpa.
Hey, put as many of your videos as you want in. You got to just help yourself. You've got to spy now. Put as many links as you want in, bro.
And they were bikers. And so he was a sundowner, and he was really in that whole situation. So again, I'm surrounded by these people that are going to jail every other week, where we're going down to have to visit them and bail them out and different things. And You see your aunt with like toilet paper things in her hair because she's curling her hair with like colored pencil makeup on, and it looks really scary. Like as a kid, you're like, whoa, what is going on with these people? So I seriously immersed myself at this point, and my grandma is putting every faith into me to make it. Like I am going to be the one that finally makes it and almost breaks this non-active, like I'm going to fix this one. And so she tried a lot. We went all the time. That was all I cared about. That was all I focused on. Even dating, like I wasn't allowed to. It's in the Mormon church. Usually you don't date till you're 16, or you have to have a chaperone.
Chaperones all over the place, which is a good idea. It's a good idea to have a chaperone, I think. But, other doctrines within the Mormon church I don't agree with, obviously. But I don't think there's anything wrong with chaperoning.
Which is a good thing anyways, because
absolutely.
But these things she would do the extra mile for me. She would go with me, this grandma, to these dumb movies that are like, and sit behind us and make sure we behaved or whatever, so I could date. And she would buy the prom dresses. Like she was very, doting on me. And I really thought like, this is, she loves me, but also I had to do everything she said or it wasn't quite the same. Okay. So there was pressure, and you're just a kid, and there's some weird pressure, which I don't even think I mentioned to you, but like they were so desperate to get me through high school and not to have like rapid marriage or anything like that, that they offered me. They had a 280Z, 1979 280Z. It was a nice car. It was super like fast. And they were like, we will give you this car on graduation if you're a virgin when you graduate. But also they checked sometimes, like took me to the doctor. Like this was not just like my word was nothing. So these are very big conditions down to everything in my life, everything. And church was absolutely one of those things. Every, activity, because they do activities through the week. They get together and they do like a boy-girl outing, like for ice cream after they go learn a lesson or something, or the baptisms for the dead, or whatever they're doing that week. And I was at all that. I was like 100% in. Like, and I had been baptized already by my neighbor. Like I did do everything I was supposed to. So, I was just doing everything I should. So,
okay. I don't want to go further than this. I want to talk about baptism, because I know the baptism in the LDS church, as they want to be called now, is very different than baptism in, Christianity, or at least there's parts of it that are extremely different. So can you explain what baptism is? What did you have to go through?
So the first one's for you. And then when you're a teenager, the Mormons are very into genealogy because they feel like they have to do the work for the dead people that have passed away. So say you had all these relatives that were not Mormon, and you need to do their work. And that means you need to baptize them. You need to seal them to their parents. You need to seal their marriage and do all this ordinance work. That's what the genealogy, that's what all of the temples are for. Literally, that's why they exist. And so it's all about work for the dead. Every piece of it except the first time you go through. So the baptism regular is done in a church, just a regular church, but the temple is where you do these ordinances for the dead. And oftentimes it's the teenagers that do it. You have to be at least 12, and you have to be morally clean, and you have to have had your interview with the bishop, which used to happen every 6 months. And they have to ask you very private, personal questions, and you have to be doing everything you're supposed to do, and you should be reading your scriptures, and they make sure you're worthy. They call it worthy. And then if you are deemed worthy, you can go and do baptisms for the dead that either your family has, like say my grandma had, which she did. She had like a cluster full of names that needed to be done. Or if your family is all Mormon and you don't have any names, you can go to the temple and they'll give you some names when you get there, and they'll have whoever that, somebody's family that couldn't do it for themselves. So they do this often. And I did it a couple times. Yeah.
Can you explain the theology behind that? Why would you need to get baptized for someone who's already dead?
Well, because they say that these people that die without their ordinances done go to like a big waiting room and they're waiting for you to do this work for them, and that they can't proceed to wherever they're supposed to go until this is done. And so, you know, they take this serious. Like, I don't think people realize they did Hitler's work. They did Anne Frank's work. They've done all the superstars like Elvis and everybody's work. And I actually even have photos of Hitler's because I thought that was wild. And they got in a big argument with the churches because they were starting to do the Holocaust victims, and
I have a
people died
comment.
for what they believed. And so the church,
Go for it.
It sounds like they're doing what the Catholics already say is like purgatory.
Yeah.
Like you go to a waiting.
Yeah.
Like.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the kind of, it's not, well, purgatory is a place of waiting where it's more of a place of torment, but you can buy someone's soul out of it. But there can possibly be a place of waiting before we actually go to be with God. It does say
I guess
with the Lord, but there is different ideas of, I mean, Catholics is definitely, they've got that purgatory, but there is, other people have got different ideas of a place of waiting, which biblically there is evidence for that, but not
the purgatory.
No, not
purgatory though. Their baptism though is kind of like I heard a joke. It's how do you make somebody holy? You burn that. You boil the hell out of it.
No, you can't make someone holy by doing that.
Well, I'm saying that's what in purgatory they tell you to go there until your sins are until you're clean, until you're pure again.
Yeah, that's a Catholic doctrine. It's bullcrap. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's a Catholic doctrine. It's not true. It's heretical. There's no such thing as purgatory as such.
Yeah,
definitely.
I don't believe Catholics.
No, there's definitely not. There's definitely not. It's just that it's a way for them to make money. I'm telling you. Because it does. It makes some money.
You know, got in trouble for that. And they said, hey, why don't you cut that out now? And they said, okay, we will. And then they stopped for like 6 months and started it up again. But, and just because you're not in the church doesn't mean you're safe. No. If they have some way, it used to be that they could just do anybody they wanted. Now they have to have some relation somehow. And it became that because people were doing all these people that I'm explaining. But it could be very, very, very distant cousins. Like, it does not matter. So if you are the 27th cousin of some Mormon, you just may get baptized in one of their temples after you die. And so they actually give you that name. And for that day,
as I said, I thought Heaven's waiting room was Florida. Why? Don't you like Florida? Nice.
That baptism and that work, you become that person. So it's not like you're just doing it. You're doing it by proxy. And you are.
Canals here. Aaron. His name's Ninja in here because it's the tag names now. So it's Ninja. Ninja. Actually, Ninja KU 23.
Literally becoming whoever that is that they gave you that name. It could be a perfect stranger. Like, it could have been Ava Braun.
Oh, it's an American joke. I see. It's where all the snowbirds retire, moving down from north at retirement age. This lady is describing intention-based rituals. Well, yeah, well, it's exactly what they are. It's exactly what they are. She's ex-LDS, so I suppose that's what they do.
You didn't know who she was, and you're getting dunked for her. Like, it doesn't.
Or what she did, anyway.
Doesn't matter. They do everybody's work. So it's wild. Yeah. And that baptismal font is not a big tub in the basement. It is beneath as well. It is in the lower areas of the church, which is strange, but they have usually golden oxen, but either way it's oxen. holding up a big baptismal font. It looks just like the one, you know, from Solomon, if anybody's ever seen that. If not, you can look it up, but it's usually 12, and they say they represent the 12 tribes of Israel. But there's a lot of speculation we won't go into on that right now, but that's what they say it is. So we'll go with that.
What was your opinion of the LDS church at that point in your life?
I think there were cracks starting to happen only because I was still going to do everything, more so for my grandma than almost anything else, because I was very determined to like make her happy. I was this huge burden on their family in the midst of their retirement years, and I felt that. And I just wanted to make it as easy and good as I could, basically, and do everything they said that I could. So like grades, everything, but church too. But I was starting to see little things like racism. You know, these years are not that great for racism in the church. And I had a very hard time.
High senior citizen population, what's up?
With this, because we grew up in Idaho.
All right, go.
Yeah, I was muted. Sorry. Yeah, that he was saying Florida is the waiting room. Like all the old people goes down there and waits. What he was. Yeah.
I got you. So is it like a palliative town? People go there to die.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but don't Mormons believe in predestination, as in you lot aren't the 144, so you don't get to go? I think so. Either that or Jehovah's do. I don't know. Do Mormons? Hold on, let me just ask it rather than talking. Do Mormons believe in predestination only? No, they don't. They reject predestination. No, they reject predestination. Let me just think. Do the Mormons only believe 144,000 go to heaven? No, it must be JW. Baza, must be JW believe that. I get mixed up between both of their beliefs sometimes because they're both heretical, you know, but you know, sometimes I get them mixed up. Because in the Mormons that believe you inherit a planet of some sort, you know.
Around a lot of people from native reservations, and I liked them. They were my friends.
Always Baza. I know the difference between them. I know the difference between John Smith and like who and all that, but some of the doctrines I get mixed up with what they believe and stuff, you know.
And oftentimes they were my only friends because I wasn't well accepted. I smelled like cigarettes. People knew my parents smoked.
I smell like cigarettes. Well, it's more like weed, but you know.
So you were shunned, and it was a situation. So oftentimes those kids would be nice to me where a lot of the Mormon kids wouldn't be nice. Then people will say, okay, that's just kids, and it is. That's fine. But that was my reality. So I had an extremely hard time thinking these wonderful people could be less than me. Like I never bought into it, not ever. And my stepdad was very racist as well. So, you know, there was threats with growing up and who we dated and disowning and all that stuff. So
I could imagine that. Absolutely. There is a lot of religious people that are very racist, that I doubt.
It was hard. That part was hard. Yeah.
What about people that, let's say, they're still in the church, they're older, they've been taught these things? What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to forget that this ever happened?
They definitely don't. And that is why my grandpa continued to call people porch monkeys, literally, until he was like in his late 50s. This is unacceptable behavior. But
Porch monkeys, that's a horrible bloody name.
They don't forget, and it was acceptable behavior then. And why did they call that? Because they sat on the fence porch, right? This is the things that they pass on that damage people inadvertently, that make you think. And I'm grateful for it because it did make me think. It made me go, I don't think so. I think this sounds crazy. But you don't say that out loud. You just put it in your back pocket and keep going on with your life because you don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, if you do not go through and receive all the blessings, you cannot become gods and goddesses, priests and priestesses, and that's their wording. You are going to become that one day. So to become that, you have to go through the temple. You have to. It's part of it. So
I put on
well, thank you for talking about it. I want to move on to marriage, and I think marriage in the temple specifically is extremely important in the LDS church. I'm having a hard time saying that today.
Marriage or polygamy, there's a difference. Marriage is meant to be between one man and one woman, so I wouldn't call polygamy marriage. I would call it an abomination. One man will leave his mother and father and be joined to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. If you join to many wives, how can you become one flesh with many wives? You can't. One man, one wife. Polygamy is not marriage.
It's hard enough to make one wife happy. I don't know how anybody does it anyway.
Right, and they've got to accept this against all their instincts. They've got to accept this. You know what I mean? That doesn't sit right. God is not like that. It's like having a conviction and having to completely ignore it. That's, to me, sounds like sin. Having a conviction but completely ignoring it. Sin.
I need to practice, but can you explain why that's such a big deal?
So if you don't get married as a woman, you definitely cannot go. We are saved by our husbands, not by God, because we are saved through his priesthood. Yes, God's a part of that, but
yeah, pots monkey's okay if you're saying it for a fun term, but not as a racist term. You know what I mean? Obviously.
we have to have a husband. You cannot go through the temple unless you're a missionary. Now, if you're a missionary girl, you can, but you are still not going to be elevated to the highest level. And it used to be you had to have 3 wives to do this. And the FLDS still hold true to this. If you do not have 3 wives, if you only got 2 or something, you're not going to the highest kingdom.
All right. So you have to have more than 2. So bigamy, right, is not bad enough. You have to be a polygamist. What the heck?
So you might just make it to the lower one because that's the way it is. So
see what I mean?
In that case, I'm never going to make
hierarchy. It's a hierarchy with them. When you go to heaven, it's a hierarchy. You know, that's not how it is in heaven. You know. Sorry, go on, Chris.
No, I'm just saying polygamy having more than I would never be able to accomplish that. That's about impossible.
Yeah, how? So mad, isn't it? It's so mad.
Strive.
I don't know how bloody King Solomon did it. 300 wives and 700 concubines. I mean, that's nuts.
I think your connection with God is so much more important than how your connection with women on earth or whatever. How many women you got?
Absolutely.
To become the top, so you can be with your family, and part of that is the temple marriage, sealing to the parents, which you don't have to do if your baby's born under the covenant, which we can talk about here in a minute. But if it wasn't, like, say back in the olden days before the church or whatever, or somebody was Catholic, you've got to do all that work too. And so you're busy a lot. This is the things that they do in the temple. But the first time you go for yourself, and that is usually through marriage or a mission, one of the two. You get the same rights as a missionary as you do if you get married. So you're going through and you're receiving your endowment, and your endowment is before the marriage. So you have to get that first. And most people separate it by a little bit of time if you're getting married, because it takes, I've heard they streamlined it now, but it used to take 2 hours or more. And you have to go through, you get a new name, You get, your garments. I don't know if we'll go too much into that right this second because we're going to, but you do all the things you need to do to get to.
Sounds very culty to me. You get a new name, you get an endowment, you get this. Sounds very culty, taking away your identity,
Well,
being married into a load of people, where you're under the one. It's not how it is.
I was thinking these days, the way marriage is set up is more like a contract for assets and stuff. And most people do go through, a lot of women do their like a lot of relationships. Like,
absolutely,
I went through 3 myself, so maybe I do qualify because I've had.
I'm married. I'm married and divorced, but yeah. Nowadays, a lot of people treat marriage like a contract. They're not even in love. It's like, I don't know, I'll marry the rich guy or whatever, and they make sure if they won't sign a prenup and all that kind of thing. At the same time, I understand why the guy wants a prenup, but I don't think there should be a reason for a prenup, and I shouldn't be a reason to not have she shouldn't have a reason to deny it if he gave her that thing. But I don't think there should be, if you're in a relationship, there shouldn't be that kind of thing. There shouldn't be any doubt. If you doubt them to any degree, then you're not meant to be with them. So, you know what I mean? If you have to get a prenup and all that kind of stuff, you shouldn't be with them. I think you should be able to trust them.
Yeah,
I understand the reason for them. But nowadays, it is like a contract. Like you say, you can get annulments now, which means it never even happened. It's mad.
Yeah. And you get divorced for any reason you want. Like, oh, I don't get along.
Right.
Approved.
Right, exactly. And the Bible says the only reason for divorce is adultery. And that's it, adultery. Otherwise, work it out, work your problems out.
Right. And relationships are the most complicating thing in the world. Like, they take a whole lifetime to finally, have it all down.
Without a doubt. I mean, but that's part of relationship. You're not going to know them instantly, straight away. You could be with someone years and years and not fully know them, but that's part of the relationship, getting to, even throughout all the long years and even through the bad times, good times and stuff like that. I think that's all part of it, because that's all part of life. Nothing's ever going to be completely rosy. You know what I mean? But yeah, one of them. Let's continue.
Yeah, man.
Get married in the temple. Then the second part is you're going to be sealed in the temple for time and all eternity. Now, this was another one because I did read my Bible that I always had questions on, because I was like, wait, I thought there wasn't marriage in heaven, but okay. And
exactly.
I just,
there is no marriage in heaven. You're married to Christ. You might know your partner's not that you were your partner that you were here, not in heaven, but you're not married. You're married to Christ. There's no need for that type of marriage in heaven. Marriage is like, being together. You're together for eternity with everybody there. You're married to Christ. There's no need for that kind of relationship anymore. That's a fleshly relationship, as well as spiritual, obviously. Spiritual while you're here on earth. But once you go to heaven, it's a different thing. You don't need marriages. Do I think you'll still have a relationship with it? Yes. You'll have a relationship with all parts of the body of Christ up there. Like that. I'm saying up there. I mean, heaven comes to earth. It's way at some point.
It was like one of those back pocket things that I knew it said that, but I also thought, well, I must not understand it correctly. That's usually what they tell you if you have some weird issue, is you don't understand it correctly, or we'll figure it out in heaven type stuff. So we got married. Me and my husband, I met him, I was 17. He was 25. We got married on senior prom instead of going to senior prom. And I wasn't pregnant, but we were.
And that's barely legal. 17, 7 years different. I mean, that's barely blooming legal.
Getting too close to sinning physically. And so my grandma really pushed this marriage. She said, well, I don't know if you can wait until later, because we were still going to get married, but we wanted to wait because we barely knew each other. I started dating him in January and it's March. So, and this is common in Mormons. They get married really fast. like know each
Very
other
fast.
60 days. Also the reason why there's a lot of divorces here, but it's just one of those things that
I don't think marriage should be taken lightly. I mean, I've took marriage like I got married lightly before I was younger, obviously. You know what I mean? But it shouldn't be taken lightly. If you've got any doubts about who you're with, then I don't think you should be with them. You know? But to get married that quickly, no. You have to be courting for a bit, I think. You need to get to know them to a certain degree. Hence why hence why chaperoning is a good idea. Not all the way through, obviously, just to start off with, because you get to see someone else's perspective rather than just your dreamy-eyed perspective. You know what I mean? Type thing, or whatever. Sorry, carry on, Chris.
I was just saying it's set up kind of like the way society is around us today with TV programming and commercials and the way, like, I wonder if these Mormons actually believe they're on a flat realm or they believe in outer space, because they've had all the insides ripped out, you know, they're an empty shell, and all they care about is the exterior, like the cars they're driving, the house they live in, the clothes they're wearing, and then, oh, that's going to make me happy because money is what makes you happy.
They can't be flat earthers because they believe in that you'll inherit a planet of some sort. The higher, you know what I mean, the better Mormon you are, the better planet you inherit. It's something like that. It's something like that. It'll be inherit.
You would think that the ones with all the wives is the ones with the money.
Well,
so that's what these women are thinking is going to make them so happy in life.
Yeah.
When really, it ain't money.
No, exactly. That will not keep anyone happy.
It's not a fulfilling.
Want more and more. Then it becomes the love of money. You know what I mean?
They'll never be happy, is what it is. Like someone like Elon Musk, he has 17 children, and if he had to pay the child support on them and have, take half 150 billion away, he'd probably cry. He'd have a panic attack. And they're never satisfied with how much money they have. They always want more. That's what's going to make them happier.
You mean
even with all the money, they're still not happy.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Used to do. Maybe they don't now. And so my husband was a convert, and we had to wait some time because of that. So after he was deemed worthy, we went through and got married in the temple.
Okay. Well, let's actually flesh this out, because I want to know what everything that happens inside of the temple, because I believe that this is something secret. Is that correct? Like, you're not supposed to talk about anything that happens inside of the temple.
It's sacred, not secret.
Okay.
That's the name.
Now that sounds like a Masonic lodge. Sounds like the Freemasons, doesn't it? You're not allowed to talk about anything that goes on inside the temple. Sounds a bit Freemasonry to me. Definitely cultish.
That's what they'll tell you. Yes, it is also secret.
Okay. So I want to learn about all of this. So what happens is there anything before the temple that they have you do, and what happens when you enter the temple?
So before you go, you have to have your interviews. You have to take the temple preparedness class. They should change the name of that, because you are not prepared for anything that's going to happen. And they really, I think they're just seeing if you're going to go along. Like, is this person stable enough to go along, to get along? Because I think that's what they're checking for. I can't prove that, but they do talk about the gospel and different things. They do some lessons with you.
Yeah,
and you
talk about the gospel secondary to the Book of Mormon. Secondary usually.
You have to pay your tithing. You have to pay your full tithing, and you pay your tithing on your full. You have taken your IRS documents at tithing settlement, and you have to pay on your gross.
Interpret Bible probably through John Smith's teachings, so it's all over the place.
It's not your net, and so if you're short, you have to make that up. You can't be short. And so, or you can't go. They ask you if you're morally clean, if you look at porn, if you masturbate, and if you do that type of situation, you have to explain how and when and where.
So if you've masturbated, you have to tell them how, where, God knows this. So why would you have to tell them that? You don't see that. To me, that's sick. That's sick.
I'm on
You can
OnlyFans.
admit to your sin. You can admit to your sin without going into detail about your sin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I couldn't. One of them conversations. Yeah, you got to be honest, I guess.
Yeah. Babe, this
Uh,
is Babe. Can you not read the blooming title? It's the secret rituals of the LDS temple, the Mormon temple. You know, this is a woman that used to be within the Mormons and come out of it. So it's a testimony. So she's telling the secrets of, well, some of the secret rituals, and this is what they have to do. That's how sick the Mormon church is.
And what you liked and all the details of every little thing. And they're writing them.
Exactly. So that's the point, babe. That's the point. The Mormon church does. That's the point, and that's why she's exposing it.
In your permanent folder that's there forever and ever that you can never see. But they do this and make sure that you're all legit and that you're following, you believe you sustain the prophet, you believe in Joseph Smith, all those things. And then eventually
you believe in Joseph Smith. Shouldn't the first question, you believe in Jesus? Shouldn't be that be the first question? But do you believe in Jesus? Not do you believe in Joseph Smith, but do you believe in Jesus? It shows the priority.
You get to go.
I bet that
now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet the ones where they take, I don't know what they call them, or they go over your IRS documents, and if it's a really rich dude, I don't think they're gonna question him, interrogate him like that. They're like, come on in.
Right.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing on your initial application here.
Absolutely.
This is like supposed to be the best day of your life. Like you have literally, well, for me and for most people growing up in it, not my ex-husband because he didn't grow up in it. It is something you've literally talked about since you could talk. It's don't you want to go to the temple someday? There's hymns about going to the temple. They give young women still have a handkerchief.
Hymns about going to the temple. Shouldn't you have hymns about the love of Christ or the gospel of Christ or what he did and stuff like that? Hymns about the Father in heaven, not about hymns about going to the temple. That sounds so religious, man. That's so bad.
That's all white. You don't want to soil yourself. Like a soil on this handkerchief may never be the same. So you can take this with you when you're perfect and go through the temple someday. And I'm not saying chastity is not good. It's great, but it's a lot of pressure for those that might make some, misstep.
And they probably wear chastity belts. I know chastity belts. I know they wear mad underwear, mad long underwear. Chastity underwear. Don't know about chastity belts, but they definitely wear chastity underwear.
Chastity. I thought chastity belts were like those locked up. They lock your private areas and they put them in a cage or something.
Yeah. You lock away your private areas so nobody can get to them. But I don't think they do that now. They probably just do like long underwear, chastity underwear.
That's more of a fetish things these days than people use it. Muslims, I don't know.
Oh well, they don't care. They don't care.
I don't even think they do it. It's more
No, Muslims just take it. Well, not them all, but Islam. That's what they think's okay. What? Conflicts were made to stop men playing with them. So what? What the hell does that mean? Shut up, babe. What are you doing?
He's talking about the cage for men or something where.
No, Vicky, my missus, she says conflicts were made to stop men playing with themselves. What? Why? What the hell does that make sense? She's a weirdo, I'm telling you.
So you're really nervous, but you're really excited. And you don't wear your wedding clothes that you would normally wear. Now, I was being sealed. I'd already been married for a while. But for people that haven't been, they have a wedding dress that they would like to wear that day. But when you're actually doing all these
Babe,
covenants, you're
shut
not.
up. You're the one that says you didn't want people knowing how you don't want to know how to get the rocks off. Well, shut up.
I think
Really
she's saying
wearing that. You're wearing the
that they ain't gonna have time to. They're not gonna have time
I'm
to. 'Cause
I'm talking to my Mrs. Vicky in chat.
yeah, that's what I'm referring to because you said that you keep men in conflict and it'll keep them from playing with themselves. I was just saying that
No.
I think she's referring that they'll keep you so busy in conflict. You know how it's hard to keep one wife even happy by itself that you're gonna have time to.
And she said,
Is that
Kunal,
what you're saying?
if they've got a spoon in their hand, they can use it for self-pleasure. That's what she said. And what's that got to do with what you just said?
Okay, sorry. I
Look.
haven't read chat.
That's what I'm referring to. She's numpty. She's off or not. I can say that because she's my missus. You can say it as well if you want.
Just have her put
Yes,
a chastity cage. Have her get you a chastity cage.
Right, cornflakes were actually made to stop men masturbating.
What do you mean? How?
That's why they made cornflakes.
How? What do you mean? Why? What do you mean? How does that make sense?
Look it up, right?
No, but why? Tell me why. I don't need to look it up if you tell me.
I don't know. They thought something in it being bland or whatever would stop men from wanting to, you know what. And what I meant was, if they've got a spoon in their hand.
Cornflakes made to stop men masturbating? Yes, Kellogg's cornflakes, originally just cornflakes, were developed by Dr. John Harvey Kellogg as part of his strict health-focused regime to curb sexual desire and masturbation. No way, that's crazy stuff. That's nuts.
You actually thought I was joking?
Yes.
No. What I meant was, when I said to
but
then
I made a comment about the spoon. That was joking.
Yes, I meant they can't do that when they've got a spoon in their hand.
That's crazy. I can't believe that's real, man. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. I hate cornflakes. It's not because of masturbation. I just don't like them. You don't like them. They're horrid. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm going now.
Right,
I just come in to tell you that I'm actually, it is true.
That's good. It turns horny bastards into corny bastards.
Right, I'm going. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, Chris.
Oh, she's up or not. I can't believe that's real, man.
I'll see ya.
That's nuts. That's real, dude.
Costume that they give you, and their sacred clothing. And so, and I can talk about those, but you have to get those before you go, and you have to buy those. And I remember for me and my husband, it was a lot for us because we were struggling. We were just young. I mean, I was a kid. I wasn't even graduated when we got, married, and then we had a baby. And so eventually
Beavis and Butthead, Cornholio. I'm Cornholio.
I went to school and stuff, but my grandma helped us with that. And sometimes people will hand down certain special things. You wear a white dress, or the man can wear a suit, and then a plain dress, just plain white dress. And then you wear a one-sided robe that's sold by them, and then a sash and slippers and stockings and your garments. And then women wear a veil, but I don't think they any longer have to veil their face. And we can talk about that. And then the men have like a baker's hat, kind of looks like a baker's hat, like a baker, like the Pillsbury Doughboy baker. And they wear all that. And then you have a green apron, a fig leaf apron. I think that's all the clothes, I'm pretty sure. And so you have all that, and then you go
ever so quickly. Let's see if it'll let me get to it, because see if I can get it within 8 seconds, because otherwise it'll tell me to start this quickly.
Hi, we're serving dinner now. Our selections tonight.
You have corn in it? I am Cornholio. I need picata for my bunghole.
You'll have to wait your turn, sir.
There you go. That's it. It's enough, or it'll get copyrighted. There we go.
Very first, you have like an envelope that keeps all this stuff inside a suitcase, and you haven't put everything on yet because you're going to go to initiatory. And initiatory is when you get naked. Well, now they've changed it, but this is what happened for me. And for my other family, it was far worse because they told me later when I cried. So you get naked and put a poncho on, like a real poncho from Mexico, like open sides and just your head, you know.
So this is one of the rituals: get naked and they've got like a poncho over the top. So weird, the Mormon church. Since when have you seen anything like or heard anything like this in scripture?
And it barely covers you. You're in a back room with only women. I was not touched sexually. I want to put that out there first. This is weird enough. We don't need to make it sensationalized. That's not what this is. And these women come in to give you your initiatory, where they anoint you with oil. And this is the washing and anointings. Well, they used to do it.
Yeah, there is a Mandela with Fruit Loop where it's double O in the fruit or UI in the fruit. I think that's the Mandela with the Fruit Loop in it, Canal.
They used to literally wash
you
that's it. In
that's
a tub
one.
and anoint
that's
you
one.
with oil, because my great grandma told me to quit crying, and that's what happened to her. And I was like, I will quit crying because that is bananas. So I sucked that up real quick because I just felt uncomfortable. I was like 9 months pregnant when this is going on.
Yeah, it's the same as the Looney Tunes one, isn't it? It's the same as the Looney Tunes one, whether it's double O or just UN. You know what I mean? Fruit was spelt properly. Is that what is it now? Is it double O now? Is that what it is? Hold on. Yeah, I think the fruit was spelt properly as well, because now it is double O. Yeah, now it's double O. But with Looney Tunes, it was the other way around. It was double O rather than, you know, the T. It was double O rather than the UNES sort of thing. It is double O now, Canal. It is. I've just checked it.
And I'm just really fat and sad and uncomfortable. And I'm naked with this poncho on, and this lady's there. And I can't figure out, why is this lady here? Like, get her out of here. Like, where is this guy? Like, all my life, I've been told a woman cannot give a blessing. And I'm sitting here going, what is happening? Like, why is she here? She can't do this. This is like a fake. And so I told my grandma, where's the guy? And she's like, oh, it's different in the temple. And I didn't know what that meant then. I do now, but I was flipping out, kind of. I was like, no, this is going to not be legitimate. I mean, I was so worried about
that. Yeah, Baz, it was definitely Looney Tunes rather than tunes, without a doubt. And it obviously makes sense being cartoons, you know.
And she was like, it is, shh, you know, like, stop. So they touch you over your chest, not on your breast, but like above.
I don't know if you were in Flax's earlier on, Baza, but Adam came in from Here I Am, Lord Send Me, who was talking about Mandela and supernatural changes with wine bottles and wine skins and wolf and lamb and lion and lamb and all that. He certainly doesn't see it, even though we told him it changes the meaning, it changes the usefulness of the bottles compared to wineskins.
Yo,
wineskins degrade, bottles don't. You know, so yeah. He doesn't get it. He's saying we're definitely wrong. We're definitely wrong.
Man, talking about Mandela effect, what's real life Mandela affects the internet now? Like, we're getting rid of books, now it's all internet. and they can change the Wayback Time Machine. And that's Mandela effect, like in real time that they're doing.
Yeah, they could do that. I mean, Mandela effect is definitely a thing, but I dare say there's lots of companies out there that have changed their logos and things like that just to play into the Mandela, because it's certainly a thing that happens. But I do think there's people faking it also, changing their logo and saying, oh, no, it's always been like this, that type of thing. So there's definitely people playing into that side of it, without a doubt. But Mandela is definitely a real thing. Without that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, buys that head canal, absolutely.
Above your belly button, on your inner thigh, they touch you all these different places and give you blessings and stuff all along the way.
Really pervy. It's really pervy, these rituals, man.
And at that point, you get your garments after they're done, and you put those on, and your whole outfit that I explained, and you get ready to go into the ceremony. And you also get your new name during that time before.
A new name.
I'm pretty sure that's when it is. It's been so long, but you get a name, and you are never to tell this name.
They're giving you a new name. I wouldn't mind if God gave me a new name, if Jesus gave me a new name, but man give me a new name? No. Piss off. Not happening. That's taking your identity away from you. That's very cultish. Unless you're like God telling Jacob that he's Israel, you know what I mean? Then there you go.
To anyone except one time your husband at the veil that day. And if you forget it, you got to call the temple, and you got to go through a whole ceremony to tell your husband again or whatever. If he forgot, it's a situation. You can't just tell him. You can't just be like, hey, it's whatever. No, it's not like that. So
what about people with Alzheimer's?
They always just say, oh, that God will figure that out. Like, they never tell you like
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll probably get copyrighted for that. That's all right. It's all good.
It's like, oh, God knows that. So, probably a pass and they'll be fine. But yeah, so this is just the part where you're just even getting ready to go into that room. And it looks like the Garden of Eden. And it used to be a movie or a live ceremony is like a play. And it's just like it's very much similar to the Masonic ceremonies. And they talk about the
There you go. I was saying that, wasn't I? It sounds a bit Masonic-y, Freemasonry.
All, and they talk about Adam.
Sorry, go.
Like all these Masonic lodges, I live near Knoxville. There's over 20 lodges between here and Knoxville. Like
really?
They're all over, and it's exoteric. Like if I walk into one of them around my town, a small little town, they ain't gonna know nothing. Like
no, of course. I mean, it is esoteric to a certain degree. I mean, people know the secrets now, but the people within it is esoteric, but it's wider than it used to be. There's a lot more people in it now than there used to be, but it's certainly.
Well, it's like there's a select few lodges, like maybe one in LA, like where they will know secrets, and like the ones doing the black eyes on all the celebrities. Maybe that's one lodge. Maybe there's one in New York, where they got the real secret, but everybody else in between is just like it's like exoteric, I guess you would say.
Yeah,
they do their own little rituals. They all have the initiation after your third degree, or wait, when you become a master mason, third degree, you do a ritual or something where they blindfold you, and they all do it.
Absolutely. Yeah, they do some kind of murder ritual thing. They blindfold you. You up on one leg. You've got one leg bloody rolled up, and it's weird. It's weird. Yeah. I think you're not just blindfolded. I think you've actually got a sack on your head or something. I don't know. It's madness. It's all madness. Stupid. Demonic.
Eve being kicked out of the garden, and Satan is there, and he's a part of this whole thing, and it's very interesting. Like, it shows basically the cosmology from the beginning of the earth to later, like clear later after Joseph Smith.
So that's right after the anointing.
Tell us about the cosmology. I bet it doesn't go into that so much.
Did you see like a movie kind of thing?
Yep, you go sit down, women sit on one side, men sit on the other, and you're watching the movie, and you don't have your green apron on yet. It's on your lap. Everybody has one, but nobody has it on. And at some point during the ceremony, Adam is kicked out of the garden, like we know. The story's pretty similar, other than Lucifer is a part of this story. I mean, he's the brother, and they're arguing, and that whole born heaven thing is
Lucifer's the brother. Yeah. No, definitely not scriptural.
So they're, also Michael is in this, the archangel Michael, and there's discussion with God, and God is sending them people, and so they get kicked out of the garden because Eve bit the apple, and Adam is crying out to the Lord because he's alone, and he's crying out to the God of this world, and then Lucifer shows up.
What?
And so I always thought this was funny. Like,
what? That's not the Genesis story. This is something that Mormons must say, because that's definitely not the Genesis story. Not up to a certain point it was, but now, what? No.
Back then I was like, wait, what? Like, and nobody explains any of this. You're just like there. And so they say, okay, well, he comes and he has a black apron, not like ours, not green.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad she's out of it, though. I'm glad she's out of it. I mean, exactly. What a joke, religion, cult. What a joke.
Green, not fig leaves. It's black. And Adam says, what is that? And he says, this is an example of a symbol of my powers and priesthoods. And he says, oh, and then he's like, you better find something to cover up too. And so you should have one like me. And then everybody stands and you put your apron on at this point. And I'm like, why are we doing what he says? This seems so strange. Like, I'm A1 freaking out by this point. PS. Like, a lot of stuff is super weird. It's got a weird feeling.
That's definitely demonic, man. I mean, this is interacting with, like, this is talking about interacting with doing what the devil does, and Adam's doing it, and all this crap. It's just weird. It very is. I knew they had false doctrines, but I didn't know they had rituals to this extent. I mean, that's mental. I mean, that's certainly straight. See what I mean? There's so many religions adopt Christianity and use it for evil. Even though they don't know it's evil, some of them, it certainly is.
Completely hyperventilating, but I'm not doing good. I'm not okay. And I'm thinking, what are they doing? And then, so we get done with the whole Adam and Eve part, and they're praying around. They say, okay, we're going to do the prayer circle now. So they have people come up from the women's side and the men's side, and they form a circle around the altar. And they do what's called the true order of prayer. And you raise your hands up and down 3 times. And they used to say Pele El, but now they say, oh God, hear the words of my mouth. And they're praying over this list now because they print it. But back then it was a book of all these people that needed help. Like, if anybody ever says, if you were to say, I'm sick to your Mormon friend, they'll say, oh, I'll put your name on the temple list. Well, this is what they're praying over with this weird chanting and
I wouldn't be telling them I'm ill. Then I don't want them praying over me over a bloody altar. Sack that.
What is the devil going to show up now?
Well, it wouldn't blooming surprise me.
Circle and bring your hand to the square and all these weird things that it looks very Typhonian. I mean, if people look up a Typhon maneuver, it's almost identical. And, even X, when I put into Grok.
No, it's not Genesis at all. At all. Aaron, no way. No way. There was lots of things that was said there that is not in scripture at all.
Like what is this particular ceremony the closest to? It says Babylonian. It's not Christian. It's not a Christian
that
rite.
Adam said, it was never said in scripture. Which she was saying that Adam said, called out to God and all that. That's not in scripture.
That we're doing. It's very Masonic. And so
there you go.
We're doing that.
It's very Masonic. I'm so glad she's out of it, man. But very Masonic. Very Masonic.
They also do all the symbols. They show you everything that you need to know to get to the veil. And it's a big curtain behind the people doing this chant, and they're going through it to try and show you the signs and tokens that you need to know before you get there.
Surely it is an original clip, that Porky Pig one, but surely it must have been changed at the end, but to the bitch part, because he's never said that before. Surely you thought I was going to say bitch. Yeah. Surely that bit's changed.
And
it's only 9 seconds long. It should be okay.
Then you've got to go up there. Okay, now I really am flipping out because I'm like, this seems super weird. Like, I don't know about all this. Like, they're chanting. Like, it just was scary to me. And people say, well, oh, you're just being a baby. Like, there was nothing outwardly Luciferian. Like, at that time, I didn't know anything about anything. But
100%, Aaron. 100%. Come to think of it, there's outright filthy Disney clips too. 100%. Like, you've seen The Rescue House where you've got the porn in the window, and passing by, you've got that actual real porn in the window, Disney Castle with dildos on it, women in bikinis and Lion King, as in Lion King's nose, sex written in the sky, all that kind of thing. So many things when it comes to Disney. Even like the old cartoons where you've seen Donald Duck, he was in one of them, and on the wall was a poster for the Illuminati and Freemasonry, the squaring compass and all that, Disney's bad. Yeah, there you go. Filth, like Police Erection. Yes, the Police Erection. In the Mermaid, I forgot about that one. Yeah, it's poking out. You see it poking out his trousers. You don't think about it when you're watching it, but that's subliminally there, Yeah. Have you ever seen the Ren and Stimpy one though? Where Ren and Stimpy, I know it's not Disney, but Ren and Stimpy and Ren, one of them's got like a saw attached to the front of them, like a strap on, and he's sawing a bit of wood on the ass of his mate. It looks like they're doing it doggy style. It's madness. It's madness. Anyway. You know which one I'm on about. So on the log, that's the one. Might have a look for it when we go to the Rumble side. Won't be able to play it yet.
I was scared. I just had this horrible feeling, like almost to leave. And they do give you an option. They do. They get up and say, before we go to the veil, is there anybody that like wants to leave? I think it's at the veil, but at some point they give you the option to bail.
But it's not just that action. It's like after it's done, they're both all spent. Like they're just lying, like they've just had sex. You know what I mean? Like, smoking up cigarette type thing. And it's mad.
Family is there. And your husband's on the other side, like waiting for you to finish this. I mean, there was no way. There was no way I was leaving. I mean, there was so many people there. And so you just do what you're supposed to.
Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. Child drawing with Uncle Diddler depicted within it on the wall. See, it's all over the place. I mean, Disney himself was a pred. Come on.
To do, and you learn all the secret handshakes, which are extremely Masonic. They rename them. It's like the true sign of the nail or other words that are more Christianized. And you go to the veil, and there's a guy behind there that's fake God. And first your husband goes, and he does the signs and symbols to get past the angels and sentinels that guard like the opening to heaven. And so you have to know all of them to get past. And if
Angels and sentinels. What is this? The Matrix? What are sentinels?
you forget, you're in trouble. Like you have to go a lot. They tell you go a lot so you will remember these. And so he got up there and he did it. And it used to be more intimate because it used to be just like the Masons where they'd go breast to breast, but like these are all guys behind the veil, and it became an issue. Like the church had to say no more of that because there was an obvious issue sometimes with the men after that happened. So
all right, so sentinels are just angels and gods. Well, yeah, well, it's still not as good, not so good.
No more of that. They got rid of that, and you still do the things, but you're not like that close. And you whisper to them all the different things, and you stick your hand through these holes. Like there's all these holes in there, and your husband does it first, and then he goes in, and then you're going to tell him your name. He tells his name, does his symbols, goes through the veil first. Then
so
it's your turn.
Weird doing all that. Is it so weird? And this is what is the point, and where is it in scripture?
And you do it, and you tell your name, and you do your symbols with your husband because he is your salvation.
Symbols and all that doesn't bode well.
We only have the priesthood through our husbands. That's the only reason we will have salvation in the end days. So that happens, and then once you go through the veil,
is that how you spell the fuck? The fuck. I like it. Oh, it's funny.
You're in the celestial room, which is beautiful. It's very nice. It's all white, or like white gold, beigey, very pretty, very no expense spared. And you can sit there for a while if you want to and just, think and sit, or you can go. You've been there hours by this point. So most people just go. But if you have a question about the temple, you have to ask it in the temple. So a lot of times that could be your place where you might be able to have time, but also everybody's sick of it and they want to go and they're tired and hungry and whatever. And I mean, yeah, I tried to talk to my grandma a couple times and always her answer was they'll figure it out in heaven. So that was that. And then you're done and you're confused and you leave and you're just like, I hope I never have to do that again. But you do have to do it again and again and again and again, because now you're going to do it for dead people every single time you go after that.
You're going to do it for dead people. What? So they even take part in necromancy then?
So that is it the same ritual every time? If you get baptized for the dead, it's the same ritual that you do?
Yep. Same ritual for the baptism, same ritual for going through the temple. So they say if you do a whole bunch of them, which they encourage you to go, like they literally sit you down and say, we encourage you to go to the temple at least 2 times a month. You need to go. And so you are only doing this part that I'm telling you. And
it just LDS is mental. Often not. And people think they're an offshoot of Christianity. What the hell?
Anointings is different. You can sign up to do anointings, or you can sign up to do the ceremony, or you can sign up to do the weddings, like the sealings. And so it freaked me out so bad. I started just doing the sealings because I did not like it. I went a few more times and I was like, you know what? If we got to go to the temple, I'd rather do the weddings. Like it's better. And so we did a lot of sealings. And you're just doing work for the dead. Every single other thing other than the first time you go through is all work for the dead. Every single bit of it for everyone.
Work for the dead. Unbelievable. What can you do for the dead? Nothing. What can the dead do for you? Nothing. It's so stupid. That is just necromancy.
Not just for me, for anyone.
So how many times did you go through this ceremony?
I don't even know. A lot. I don't know. It was a lot because you wanted to go, and they would have ward temple night where you go with the ward, which is like your group of church people. You go with them. So everybody goes together, and then they like try to make it fun. Like they also have a cafeteria in the basement, and they serve actually really good food for cheap there. You can go down there afterward and eat. Some people, this is their date night. Some people, this is like what they do. My grandma basically lived at the temple. She
I don't think I'd ever be dating if I was in that kind of situation. No, thank you.
loved it.
Such
She
a
was there
date
all the
night.
time, like constant.
I just want to know what's the purpose of this, and then I think there's another step afterwards for the marriage, but like, just in short, because you probably could go on for like an hour explaining what it is, but like, what's the purpose of it?
You have to have these keys. If you do not have these keys, you cannot go to heaven. You can't pass the.
So you need keys to go to heaven. So you can't just get to heaven via Jesus. To get to the Father, you have to have these keys also. I believe in Joseph Smith and all that kind of stuff. Isn't that nuts? You have to have keys.
She hasn't even brought up Jesus once yet. Like, how?
Well, that's it.
You know what I mean?
So it just shows you that the LDS don't think much about Jesus, really. Especially, well, they say he's don't they say he's Satan's brother? I think. Do Mormons say that Jesus is Satan's brother? Yes. Latter-day Saints say that Jesus is Satan's brother. So they don't think much about bloody Jesus, that's for sure. You know? I mean, I dare say that she does now, obviously, because she's come away from it. But yeah, it doesn't seem in our testimony so far, they haven't said much about Jesus. So it shows that LDS and what they believe is Jesus is secondary in it all, you know? Yeah, good observation.
It is like Masonry in a lot of ways. That I think they are worshiping Lucifer, and they don't even know it.
Right.
Like, you got to believe in a creator in Masonry, but they don't even know that they're worshiping Lucifer.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Keys park in the shade bay pants. The LDS is playing the religious real life messed up Legends of Zelda, pretty much. Right. You know, it's Jesus took the keys to death and Hades. We don't have any keys. You know? We don't have any keys. Or need any keys. Except the ones that let you in your front door. Or your car. You know?
Angels and sentinels guarding heaven, and so celestial kingdom. So you have to do it for other people, like you did it for yourself, and you hope you
celestial kingdom. It shows it's their celestial kingdom is probably some kind of mad cosmos, like say where they inherit a planet or something.
remember when you die. So also it's to help you remember, but also you have to do this for your family or for poor people that are just sitting there waiting for you to do this. I mean, they'll tell you that. So, you know, this is critical to every time they build a new temple. Like anytime people see this, it isn't for the living, really. It's only for the living once. Like it would be a one and done. I mean, unless you got remarried or somebody died, like then you can get married again, whatever. But this is mostly about work for the dead. I would say 1 out of 10 times, even probably more than that. Honestly, it's mostly about dead people.
9 out of 10 times it's for dead people.
Yeah. Or more. Probably more, to be honest.
So after...
Well, out of 10, you can't see more unless it's 10. If you're talking out of 10, then if it is more, then it's 10, then 9, you know what I mean?
What you talked about, the Adam and Eve ceremony, and then going through the veil with your husband, entering the celestial room. Are you done? Is that it?
Nope. You get sealed in the temple, and it's kind of like they do a short talk, like somebody presides over your wedding. Your wedding, all the people are sitting. It's not at all like a regular wedding. You don't come in. There's no dun, 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 no death do you part. No, you know, with this ring I thee wed. None of that. They have their own ceremony that they do and talk about time and all eternity. And it's like a padded altar, and you look into these mirrors. So they're facing each other, where they create kind of like a portal look, like a portal forever. And they tell you to look in those mirrors after the ceremony. And they say, you know, look, you're going to be together forever, just like this. You can see each other forever and ever, which I mean, I didn't know anything about anything back then. So any witchcraft, weird stuff, whatever, I didn't know. So I just knew this was what we were doing that day. And after that, you know, you pack up and you're done for the day. And then you go, if you were a brand new married couple, like new, you would go change then into your wedding dress. Now is the first time you've probably worn it. Some people do choose to wear it at the altar but you're kneeling. It's like cumbersome. They've actually said you cannot have big giant dresses anymore. If you do want to wear it in the temple, it's not allowed because it was becoming a problem, like trying to accommodate them to sit, you know, kneel on this altar. So they have literally come out with different things where they're like, no, you can't wear that crazy dress in here. So a lot of people just choose to not wear it until they're going out of the temple and they change into their outfits and then they come out of the temple. And that's the picture you often see with, you know, their flowers up in the air and they look like they just got married in there. They didn't wear any of that in there. No. Unless it was the white suit. I mean, if a guy wore an all white suit, maybe, but no. And then your family, if they're not worthy, they can't be there. They can't come in there. So then you have a reception and that's where
cult-like behavior. Take your identity and segregate you from your family. It's two things they do. It's exactly like cults. Just another cult.
Most people used to just have a reception and that was it. But now they're kind of doing mock weddings because so many people miss it. I mean, like you're talking about people that intermarry with other faiths and change. And so, or people that aren't worthy, like my parents wouldn't have been able to go. They didn't go. My parents weren't at my wedding in the temple. But, you know, right. My grandma was there.
You know what I mean? You'd expect your parents to be at your wedding. So that's not right.
But yeah, no. And so they do their own little thing now and kind of recreate a wedding, like a normal wedding.
So I've heard that there's oaths that you take for the wedding. One is that.
Oh wow, James 5:12 is it? Says, "Do not swear on anything that's in heaven or on earth, but let your yes be yes and your no be no," which is repeated from Matthew. Don't swear on anything. Don't take oaths. See, that's why even when you go to court, say about putting your hand on the Bible, I don't do it. I give them a promise instead. You don't take oaths, especially on Bibles. I just tell them I'll be telling the truth. That's it. I won't put my hand on the Bible.
That happen? And
oaths.
What is it?
Oh yeah, you can have oaths.
They do the oaths in the Garden of Eden room before. They used to be quite.
Well, you bet. I mean, I'm Scottish. You know what I mean? I eat porridge. So I hope you can do oaths.
Quite severe back then. And they would they still, I don't know how they've changed it now. Like for my grandma, she made a blood oath, which doesn't mean they spilled blood. It just meant that she would cut out her tongue or cut her bowels out or whatever before she would do what I'm doing right now.
So you would have an oath to cut out your tongue, cut out your bowels that nobody would hold to if they broke what they were meant to be doing. So yeah, rubbish. You shouldn't be doing that. Shut up, Matthew. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. But yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll have to do the second part tomorrow. Still another 40 minutes left of it. So we'll do the second part tomorrow. Or next day, whatever. It depends when I finish tonight. And we'll get over to Rumble. But yeah, interesting so far. Interesting. Right. I'll put the Rumble link in, guys, and I will play out with the Harry Mac while I make a coffee. And then we'll go over Rumble. We'll play the ERBs that Canal put in, and then get on with Black Mirror and the movie, which also Canal chose. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. It's a comedy horror thing. So I've never seen it. So why not? Why not? So hold on. Yeah. Copy. There we go. There's the link for the Rumble side. But let's play out with Harry Mark for now. And I'll say bye after that. Here we go. Harry Mark. So yeah, so we'll do the second part probably tomorrow. Probably, not guaranteed. Well, it's not tomorrow now, it's today now. It's 1 a.m. for me, pretty much. What am I looking for? Here we go.
What's up, y'all?
What's up? We on stream? We on stream?
No, I'm not streaming, but I am making a video. Could I do a freestyle for you guys?
Yeah. Wait, can we know your YouTube first?
I'll tell you after. Is that cool?
Yeah.
First, because you might not even like it. So let's see if you like it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna improvise. Could each of you give me like a creative word to use in my freestyle?
Beets. Coconut. Coconut.
Beets. We'll take one from each of you. You said beats, right? Like music?
Yeah.
Beets, coconut, and then for the last two, let's say no food and no animals, because those are the most common things people say.
iPad and dresser.
And then what about you in the pink? Did you give a word?
No. Come on. She's shy. Tiara.
Tiara, because you're wearing a tiara right now. Yeah. All right, let me make sure I got them. Beets, coconut, iPad, dresser, and tiara.
Yeah.
Those are the words, right? By the way, what are you celebrating?
Her birthday.
Oh, it's her birthday? Happy birthday. All right, let's do it. Y'all ready?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's the bounce right there. Okay, that's the energy we need. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. Every time I spit, yo, my sound's quite rare. I'm saying that's a bounce right there. H-Mac coming through with the remedy. And we need this type of energy. Y'all know I'm getting live on the mic. Soon as the beat drops, people get hype. Yeah, y'all know I create too great. We be doing like this, Mac eating off the plate. Yeah, they be saying he ain't no BS. Every time I rhyme, I'm leaving MC stressed. I be getting busy when I rap, they love me. Terrifying rappers, I be feeling like Chucky. Yeah, I might come to life. Y'all know I bring rhythm like a drum. Jabba rapping off the mental, I'ma get it done. Heart and soul, homie, that's where I'ma spit it from. Yeah, I'ma break it down like this every time that I bring that heat. Trust me, I'm about to eat. I know you like music cause the word was beats. I be getting busy when I beat it like a snare drum. Every time I spit it off the mental, it be rare, son. Hold up, every time I rhyme and I got the people dancing. Your energy is what I be enhancing. Rhyming over trap beats, rhyming over ill boom bap beats. Long as it smacks, you know that beat be the one that I'ma hop on with the swiftness. Open up your mind and better witness, yeah. Y'all know the beat is up, y'all know the flow is up. Y'all know I'm going crazy, I'm going coconuts. H-Man going out of his mind, cause when I spit these lyrics, y'all know that I'm proud of all mine. I get loose right now, rappers sorta hate it. Damn, these moves are coordinated. Y'all be doing it right. Matt getting busy when pursuing the hype. I get loose when I'm in the session. Every single freestyle stays impressive. Y'all know I spit it quite mad. Yeah, you can find me all up on your iPad. Put me up on the video. I grip on the mic and I spit the flow. Hey, stepping up to Mac and you do not stand a chance. Something like an iPad, but I'm more advanced. Yeah, y'all know I spit the lyrics plushly. Hey, my brain more advanced than a touchscreen. Hey, y'all know I'm about to grab you. Hey, more advanced than technology made by Apple. Shouts out to Steve Jobs, he's God. Every time he spits off the mental, best believe. H-Mac, keep another trick up my sleeve. I keep it honest and I never deceive. I'm doing well, even when I'm under pressure. Hey, you was looking around the room for the word, you yelled out dresser. Hey, well I'll address it. Check how I deliver this message. Pulling rhyme books out of my dresser, flip through it, every verse impressive. Hey, y'all know I be spitting lyrics that are hard. It ain't never subtle, son. Hey, all my competition blow, kinda like that image with the bubble gum. Yeah, Mac getting loose when I spit. I'm about to make you want it in the worst way. Kill it every time I let the verse lay. I be saying, damn, happy birthday. Y'all know we out here to elevate. You the one we came to celebrate. I wanted the word that were like she shy. Celebrating right now, take it to the sky. I'ma make it happen, y'all know it's an honor. Every time I rhyme, I be getting past the drama. Yeah, H-Mac shining like a star brush, shining bright like the diamonds up in your tiara. Yeah, H-Mac throwing it down, they knowing the sound. I shine like a golden crown. I'ma keep on spitting until the beat ends. Damn, you got some good ass friends. Yo, they be supporting you. Yeah, they be showing you love. Yeah, any obstacle we face, y'all know we about to rise above. I don't ever spit the fake stuff. And you got the mirror with the lights for the makeup. Every time I rhyme, you know it's divine. Blowing your mind with the realness. I put it in your system, make you feel this. Difficult to deal with, thank you so much. Every time I rhyme, I keep the lyrics plush. Happy birthday to the birthday girl. Every time I rhyme, man, I rock your world. Next level with it, and I wanna thank y'all just for listening and giving it a chance. Yeah, soon as the beat drops, I was spitting lyrics and inspiring all of y'all to dance. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, can we know?
Yo. Excellent, guys. I will see you over in Rumble, and if not, I will see you in a little bit for the second part of this. See you on the Rumble side. There's a link again. See you over there. Here the Sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. Ta-ta.